I'm Armen Sahakyan from Armenia. I represent New Generation Humanitarian NGO, which is a human rights and public health organization for the vulnerable communities of Armenia. I am an LGBTQI plus and HIV activist in Armenia, and I have been working as an activist and as a human rights defender in Armenia since 2000. New Generation Humanitarian NGO is a non-governmental organization established in Armenia in 1988. The NGO implements its activity based on humanitarian principles in order to contribute to the regulation of the issues of the society, and in particular, which is very important, those faced by vulnerable groups and communities. Our NGO activity is aimed at the protection of human rights, ensuring access to healthcare services, empowerment of vulnerable groups of the society, organizations and non-formal groups, state agencies, provision of social assistance, as well as the support in the implementation of the obligations of the Republic of Armenia under the ERA Constitution and those assumed under the international legal acts. We are the only organization providing the HIV prevention services to the mentioned vulnerable communities. And in the scope of the project, we do field testing, so people are able to get HIV testing in the places convenient for them. And we also provide free of charge condoms and lubricants and refer people to the clinics for the screening of sexually transmitted infections. And also we insure people with PEP and PrEP. In the scope of human rights activities, we provide legal consultation and legal support to our beneficiary groups. We also have representation in the courts, and we provide attorney services to our communities in case if the case is connected to violence, discrimination, and torture. And we also run strategic litigations. Currently, we are running 4 litigation cases based on sexual orientation, gender identity, and the cases are the European Court of Human Rights. Our mission is to promote equality of rights and social justice through human rights protection and advocacy, access to healthcare and services, capacity building, and humanitarian support. We have a vision, and it is a society led by the principles of non-discrimination, the rule of law, and equality and justice. Our main areas of work are protection of human rights, ensuring access to healthcare and services, humanitarian aid and support, advocacy, and capacity building and empowerment of free communities. Our organization's principles are legality, non-discrimination, common interest of members, integrity, self-government, volunteer membership, and accountability. And of course, we are also run and we are guided by the values that the organization has established, which follows as equality, tolerance, justice, dignity, diversity, peace, non-discrimination, rule of law, freedom of speech, and humanism. Our main groups of beneficiaries are LGBTQI plus people and men who have sex with men, people who use psychoactive substances, sex workers, people living with HIV and tuberculosis, migrants, refugees, displaced populations and citizens of foreign countries, prisoners and detainees, and youth as a separate and special group of the society. Our target partners whom we are working and also whom we are targeting for changing policies and actually implementing our advocacy activities are legislative and executive bodies of the Republic of Armenia, local self-government bodies of Armenia, diplomatic missions and international organizations such as embassies and other representations that are in Armenia, civil society organizations, private entities and non-formal groups, and of course, mass media representatives. As a statistics, I can mention that in the scope of human rights protection advocacy, from January to September of 2024, we have provided 135 legal advice to Armenian citizens. We have also been able to provide legal advices to 63 people forcibly displaced people from Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh, and 50 people from other countries called as foreigners. We provided 7 attorney services to Armenian citizens who are fighting for recovering their rights, on the grounds of sexual orientation and gender identity. And 2, also foreigners who are migrants from different countries, especially as a result of the war unleashed by Russia against Ukraine. We have 3 cases at the European Court of Human Rights, and we are currently running 4 litigation cases, strategic litigation cases on the national level. We have done already 9 legislative analysis reports and recommendations, which are periodically presented to different decision-making institutions of the Republic of Armenia for changing the policies and also legislations in order to better the legal environment to ensure equality and non-discrimination of our communities. In the scope of ensuring access to healthcare and services, as I already mentioned, we are the only organization providing HIV prevention services to men who have sex with men, to sex workers and trans communities. We have provided 6,520 testing among Armenian citizens, 425 forcibly displaced people from Nagorno-Karabakh, and 559 for foreigners. And we identified or revealed 88 new HIV cases only during this year among the Armenian citizens, and 14 new HIV cases among foreign citizens. 292 people as Armenian citizens were screened for sexually transmitted diseases, 2 from Nagorno-Karabakh and 33 people from other countries. We provided around a million of condoms and 180,000 lubricants to our community members for ensuring practicing safe sex. In the scope of capacity building and empowerment, we do a lot of activities such as seminars, trainings, meeting discussions. We also provide sub-grants. We do flash mobs. We provide technical assistance. We also have exchange of experience, especially international exchanges, and requalification training for our beneficiary groups. In overall, over 500 seminars, 500 people participated in our seminars and trainings. Over 60 meetings and discussions were held on different topics on the national level. We had 2 international exchange programs where the beneficiary communities were able to participate in different countries. And we had 5 requalification trainings where almost 100 people participated and gained new skills for being competitive on the job market and finding the jobs. We also provide humanitarian assistance, in the scope of which we provide psychological counseling. As you can see, we provide shelter, temporary housing. So over 30 people were able to get shelter this year. We also provide emergency support to the activists in the region of Eastern Europe and Central Asia. So those who are in danger, we are able to provide a support for relocation, also ensuring their safety in other countries. So 4 people this year were supported with this program. And if you can see in the first column, from 2000 to 2024 are the numbers in the collective way that show how many people actually receive service under each line of the service. So we also provide food assistance to those in need. More than 500 people were able to get food assistance. 69 people received hygiene packages and also clothes assistance mostly to the vulnerable communities from the forcibly displaced people from Nagorno-Karabakh were also assisted this year. As a transparency, one of our values, we always also provide our financial sustainability graphs. So you can see that from 2019 to 2023, our organization has had its regular development, and as a sustainable and one of the biggest organizations in Armenia, we were able to actually increase our budgets year by year by ensuring the sustainability of the services that we are able to provide to our communities. For 2023, the annual budget of our organization was around $1 million US, which is maybe on the international level not that big money, but for Armenia, it's a big money to assure and ensure achievement of the goals that the organization has. We also have our partners about us. I'll not go into the details, but you can see that different international organizations and also diplomatic missions such as the Embassy of Sweden and ECOM as an international network are talking about our organization and also expressing their feelings and their opinion about how the collaboration with our NGO is. Starting from 2018, our organization was able to establish a collaboration with the Police Academy for Armenia, and we have special academic hours at the Police Academy where we actually talk about discrimination, we talk about non-discrimination policies, and we build the capacities of the police officers on how to deal with LGBTQ people, ensuring sensitivity and equality during the communication. One of our main and greatest events everywhere that we provide is the Ida Hobbit Day, and every year we do different celebrations. This is the celebration from 2024 when different ambassadors and diplomatic actors made their speeches. They sent their messages to our organization, and our organization was able to run a flash mob and public campaign, actually bringing the attention of the people to public figures who are openly speaking up about the LGBTQI rights and the importance of ensuring equality in all countries. Related to membership of AIDS Action Europe, my organization itself has been a member of AIDS Action Europe for many years, and we can say that this cooperation and collaboration has been very fruitful and effective because AIDS Action Europe's role in Eastern Europe and Central Asia is very important. And we are very happy to see that the visibility of this network is rising day by day. And AIDS Action Europe is providing equal opportunities to all its members in all its countries for ensuring equality and ensuring equal services for our populations. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope the presentation gave an overall picture and overall imagination on what kind of organization our NGO is in Armenia and what kind of importance actually it has for bettering the legal and health environment for our vulnerable communities in our country. As a closing, I would like to say that the organization is continuing its fight for equality and justice in the Republic of Armenia. And I would like to highlight the importance of collaboration with different international organizations and networks. And here I like to highlight the importance of continuation of collaboration with AIDS Action Europe in order to making the changes, not only on the national, but international level. And we really hope, and we are also sure that in the future, this collaboration will bring changes not only in our countries, but we will have common goals to make the world a better place for all.